you all have been wondering where in the world has Big Pond Farm been. Those of you who watch on a normal basis, you're probably wondering, where are their vlogs? Are they still vlogging anymore? Have they quit? Well, the truth is, we actually decided that we needed to quit vlogging. And we decided so for mainly two reasons. And the first reason is basically a combination of our schedule and our house becoming unsafe to work in. Let me explain. Our schedule here on the farm, basically the adults, Lacey and I, we wake up about 5:30 to 6:30 in the mornings. Sometimes that stretches out to 7, but we mostly wake up around 5:30 to 6:30. And in that time we get our personal time in, we eat breakfast, we get ready for the day, we do our meditation and prayer before the kids get up. Mike is an early bird, so he is normally the first kid up, and we prefer the kids to get up around 7. And that's about the time that Sailor normally gets up. And what are some of the things that you do when you wake up in the mornings?
First, I wake up, I make my bed, I get dressed, I brush my hair, and then I eat breakfast, and then I go outside and do my chores.
So as the kids are getting up about 7, I'm already heading outside to get a jump start on the day. Doing a walkthrough through the garden and around the farm just to see what needs to be done. And also getting whatever job that we were working on for today, get that job prepped with the tools and necessary things to do the job. And then around 8 o'clock, we do the family work on the farm. And we do that from 8 till about 11 or so, depending on how intensive the job is. And then at about 11, we start heading inside for lunch, especially now that it's summertime. Usually from spring to summer to late fall, this is our schedule. And we have lunch, we have about a hour lunch break just to prep and kind of get recovered from some of the extensive tasks that we do on the farm. And then after lunch, which our lunch is from 11 to 12, from 12 we get started on our office work, kids get started in their homeschool, and then Lacey gets started on editing the vlog. She's our champion editor on the vlog. And I do some marketing things and online work around that time as well. But we bring it inside because at that time, especially at this time of year, it is not suitable for working outside on the farm. It's just too hot. So we do the inside work to about 4 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock we start dinner prep. And then we usually get in dinner around 5:30 is the goal. And then that time we have dinner together as a family. We make sure that we want to have the meals together. We sit down, and having family meal time is very important. It's very important to us. And then after family meal time, we have a little bit of time together as a family. And then we go outside to do the evening chores. We feed the ducks and just get things at the farm wrapped up, the electrified fencing on for the evening so the animals stay safe. And then around 7 o'clock or so, 8 o'clock or so, kids are in bed, and in bed at 8 o'clock, ready to go to sleep. And then Mommy and Daddy, Lacey and I, have just our time together, talk, watch things that we want to watch together as a couple, because having time together as a couple is important too. So we do that in the evening, and then about 10 o'clock we're packing it up and we're going to bed. At least I try to make an effort to. Sometimes Lacey's the night owl, so she stays up a little bit later.
Daddy, actually sometimes it's a lot later.
Yep, but I didn't say it. But overall, we prioritize our schedule for the farm primarily because it is one of the primary sources of income that we have on the farm. Without the farm functioning, there's no farm, and there's no farm or homestead-based vlog, so we got to keep the farm going. And also it's important that we have time together as a family, because if we're not doing good as a family, we're not spending time together as a family, then we don't have a family and we don't have a family farm because we're divided and broken up. So it's very important to us to make sure that we develop and we have a schedule that prioritizes those things. And in the middle part of the day, especially here in the summer, is when we do our office work. In the winter, when it's colder, we actually flip that. During the colder months, we have our inside work that we do in the morning while the day is waiting to get warmer, and then we go outside and do our outside work. But here in summer, our inside work is done based on the time that we can get things done out on the farm. And here lately, especially the month of June, it has been so hot outside. The heat has been absolutely intense. And you remember earlier I said I was going to explain to you about why our house has been not suitable or has been unsafe to work in. Well, for those of you who don't know, some of you who are newer to our vlog, we actually live in a yurt. And right now we don't have central heating and air. We have basically fans, house fans, and we have one window AC unit that has been trying to keep us cool for the time that we've lived here. But with it being as hot as it has been, we've had temperatures 97, 98 for most of June, and the real feel has been 110 plus. And with our limited sources of cooling us down, it has actually gotten to 98 to 100 degrees inside the house. So that has been crazy, hasn't it?
Yes. And
with trying to do a lot of the homeschool and a lot of the vlog editing inside the house at that time, we've been getting sick, and Lacey's been falling asleep just because the heat has been so intense. And I said, ho, 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 this is not working. So we need to take a time out and we need to try to figure this out. So this whole time that you haven't seen us, we've been working through the budget and actually making it happen to solve this problem. So the solution that we came to in talking with a good friend of ours, a good friend of the family who does AC work professionally, is he decided to help us out, give us a great deal. So we were able to work it out in the budget with him and to figure out how to get central air in our house. So that way we can be inside the house and not feel like we're gonna die. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So we started off. Lacey is the trooper that she is. She got outside. She did a fantastic job of making a concrete block pad for the AC unit that our friend was going to bring for us.
Mommy did do a great job, didn't she?
She sure did. After that, we next started doing our placement for our vents around the house. I even had the opportunity to crawl under the house as Lacey was working on helping me cut some of the holes in our flooring for those vents.
Hello.
So after our friend delivered the AC unit, put it on top of the concrete block pad that Lacey made, next we put in the ductwork. So I was under the house again. And we're always pretty much involved in a lot of the projects and work that goes on around the farm. And we just get our hands dirty in a lot of the projects, don't we?
Yep.
We sure do. And got that done, got the ductwork put in, and let me tell you, it feels so good to have central air in our house right now, doesn't it?
Yes. You actually want to be in our house now.
We sure do. When it's 98 degrees outside, you go inside and you're like, oh, I don't feel like I'm gonna have a heat stroke anymore, do you? But we lived that way for a number of reasons. And that was just part of the process. I know some of you out there are off-grid and you don't do AC and you don't have central heating and air, but that's your choice. And we've decided that where we are in our homestead and where we are on our farm, that's not for us. where we want to have central air. We want to be able to work inside and do the things that we have to do. And living here in humid North Carolina, we just feel like we have to have our AC to be able to function and do the work that we need to do inside our house without people passing out, right?
Yeah.
Well, time is ticking away on this vlog. I said there was 2 important reasons on why we quit our vlog. I bet you're wondering if we're going to keep going with our vlog or not, because this other reason is pretty important too on why we quit vlogging. But make sure you stay tuned for that. Find out whether we keep vlogging from this point forward or not, and what that reason is and was. So that's it for now.
Whoa! We almost forgot that we're gonna be in Missouri
For what?
to go to the Homesteading Life Conference.
That's right. August 12th, 13th, we're going to be in Hannibal, Missouri for the Homesteading Life Conference. Just because we quit our vlog, at least for now, maybe not, we still plan to be there with Doug, off the grid with Doug and Stacy. So make sure you come join us, meet us. We'd love to meet you all. See you next time.
See you next time!
Like man down.
Thanks for watching.
Feel free to leave a comment below, even if it's just to say, hey. Also, make sure you don't miss any of our new videos. So, subscribe and sign up to receive notifications each time we release a new video. Also, you may want to check out these videos right here. And also check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. See you next time.